Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to War Thunder. Today I'm doing a post-commentary of a game that I've had a couple days ago. Actually, it was yesterday. Ha! Look at me remembering time. Sorry about the music in the background. If you don't like listening... Well... Let me learn how to speak here real quick. If you don't like the music in the background, I'm sorry, but in case you didn't know, I listen to music a lot whenever I'm playing games just by myself. Record this using Shadowplay. Great little thing. Just lets me save 20 minutes of gameplay, basically. And, you might notice this video is longer than 20 minutes. Well, that's because magic. But, no, it's actually 3 different files here. So if you see a bunch of jittering and stuff on, whenever it switches files, just keep in mind that's just what my editing software does. But yeah, sorry about the music if you don't like it. Can't really help you too much. I can't split audio tracks, and for some reason I can't seem to get my mic, the game, and Chrome to be on different audio tracks. It's weird. I'll have to figure something out, because I would like to upload videos like this with well, not like this. If I'm using Shadowplay I can't, but if I'm recording like Dick's touring stuff, I'd like to be able to upload videos that I'm in Skype calls, listening to music, and playing games at the same time, you know. It would be good. But yeah, in this video we're going to talk about that thing that doesn't really exist in War Thunder called Russian bias. You may hear Joe and I joke about it a lot, and you may hear a lot of people on forums and videos cry about the Russian bias in this game. Well, to tell you the truth, there is none. Russian vehicles, they are pretty easy to kill. Yes, their guns are very good, but their guns are basically one-trick ponies. If they shoot, you have time to get in there and shoot them before they reload. This 122, for example, I think has like a 15-second reload or something like that. So if I fire, somebody will have a good time trying to hit me. And yeah. So I mean, that on ground vehicles is their main flaws, the reload times, and their vehicles aren't the fastest or the most heavily armored in the world. And they have a bunch of really, really easy weak spots, like turret cheeks. Oh my god, turret cheeks are so easy to pen on these Russian vehicles, it's funny. I know low tiers with the T-34s, they can be pretty hard, but yet again, the same for the turret and go through the cheek. You'll knock out the gun most of the time, you'll kill the gunner or loader, depending on which side you shoot. And then they'll either have to retreat, or sometimes they'll sit there like idiots and let you keep shooting at them. In this, I was trying to do a really stupid thing of backing up and, you know, shooting over the wall. But you'll see later what I do to this poor Panzer 470. In this video, I do go on ground strikes and with the Yak-9T. You'll see that too. I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I didn't know I was that good with the 37 on that thing for hitting ground targets. But, yeah, so I don't really even know what to talk about. What can I talk about? I can talk about what I'm doing in the game. Yeah, that's good. So I got that Panzer 470's attention by shooting over him. If you saw my binos, he turned the face towards me and took a blind shot. His shot was way too high, and so was mine. But you're about to see something which I'm pretty sure that they tried to get people to stop doing, but I figured out a way to keep it going. Because, you know, I'm good at guesstimating and stuff like that, because trust me, I'm an engineer on these things. Also, this poor Panther. I was like, you know, I might go for a turret cheek, but I was like, nah, he'll probably hit the gun. So I'll go straight through that lower plate. Lower plates on the Panthers and Tigers are really easy to go through, especially with this 212mm penetration on this round. I think that's what it has. It's pretty easy. I should start doing more live comms. Stuff my brothers text me. Sorry about that. But yeah, I should probably start doing more live comms. You know, I might get Joe to do that with me. Not so live stream. Tell me what you guys think about that. Joe and I doing a not so live stream together. I think it would be pretty entertaining. Here's us yell about bias, even though there is none, as I've said before. There is a bit of unbalance, I would say, in this game, but there's no Russian bias, or German bias, or American bias, or whatever bias. Now here, you used to be able to get where your gun was pointing in the binos, but you know, I'm just so good, I don't need that shit. Nah, I'm pretty good at guesstimating where these shells will land. I've been using the IS-2 long enough, which is funny because I still don't have it spaded, but I've been taking enough shots with this thing that I can pretty much know where that shell is going to fly. And if you see over there is also a Panther, I think it's an Osphate on A. So, you can tell that in this game by the Geometer anti-magnetic mine paste that they have on the side. Which, by the way, is very funny because the Germans were the ones who mainly used the magnetic mines. And I got taken out by the right by a Tiger, wasn't paying attention. Got a low 2-tunnel vision on him. On that, whatchamacallit, Panther. That's what they're called, Panthers. So here we'll go up in the plane, Yak-9T on the 37mm cannon that fires really fast, and the armor target rounds, especially against these German vehicles. If you go in from the top or from the rear, you can pin them really, really easily. Pretty easy to kill. I don't know exactly how many you take out. I'm not even gonna tell you, because, you know, that ruins the surprise. And, we have B-25 up. I don't think he lasts very long. And then we have my friend in the Hellcat 1. Hellcat Mark 1, I should say. English Premium. He's pretty good. I've never played with him before, by the way. He is a complete random. So, he just did really well with this Hellcat. It's my brother texting me again. Dang it, man. All he's gotta do is ruin recordings and shit. I should probably get more videos with him in it. Oh, man, I got a lot to do. So, yeah. Now, I have noticed on some of the maps, Gaijin was like, hey, we're gonna make the airplane spawn on the field, on the airfields. I have no idea why they did that. I really hope they get rid of it, because if they're trying... I know, people have been asking Gaijin devs, like, hey, can we get, like, Enduring Conflict for tanks, where we just have giant maps? And they're like, no, we're not gonna make any of the bigger maps and stuff, because this game is supposed to be played in... Well, you're supposed to be able to play this game in one sitting. But they're making planes sit on the back, like the back field longer by making them spawn on the airfield. I don't understand that. But I guess that's just because I play RB and they really only cater to arcade people nowadays. So here's an Ostwind. Hit him right there. Don't know if I did anything with that shot. I think I actually bounced off the side and hit the track or something. But the other one, I think, went straight down through the front glacis on that and hit the transmission of that Panzer IV chassis. So yeah, and then a M18 finishes him off, and then I think another Ostwind gets him. So you can see the tracers flying in over there at the left side there. Yeah, another Ostwind gets him. And I go out to taking out AAA. I have figured out how to fly planes in Tank RB now. Go for AAA first, then worry about other people. This shot I was really proud of. First shot hit his engine, catch him on fire, and then the other two I think hit the back of the turret there and go through and do whatever they do. I really kind of wish we had the penetration camera that the tanks have for air vehicles. It would be nice to have, especially for vehicles like this. You can see what you did. And there is our first and only other air target. Is an HE-129, whatever that new premium was. HE-219, I think, something stupid like that. I don't know. I haven't gotten it. It's expensive. I'm not paying my money for it. So, but it does look like a really cool plane. I really do like the way it looks. It also has, I think, 230s and 220s on it. It's a scary machine. Or 220s and 430s. Can't remember exactly. I think it is 430s because it has 2 of the Mark 108s and 2 Mark 103s. So, basically that thing's scary. But, funny thing is, he tries to dogfight me. In case you don't know, twin-engine heavy fighter against a single-engine Russian fighter. It's kind of easy to figure out who wins this one, right? It actually takes longer than I thought it would. I'm a pretty bad shot against air targets with these 37s. That's why I don't really fly this plane that much. And somebody is calling me, but I don't know that number, so I'm not going to answer it. And yeah, I thought that one was going to hit. I was really excited. Now, cool thing with these Russian 50s is that the tracer belts are APITs, so you know you get fires all the time, especially when you hit fuel, because that's kind of what they do. But yeah, so he tries to pull a vertical maneuver on me and figures out that's stupid, so he dives back down, tries to get speed, but you know when when your left engine is on fire and hit by a 37mm, you kind of don't have speed anymore. And I just keep spraying 50s at him because, you know, my luck, he would have put out that fire and kept going on. But there, you can't see anything because of oil, yay. And I always forget how fast the Yak-9s are. This plane is really, really fast. I have a Ostwind or something shooting at me there. Those orange tracers are HEs, so really don't want to get hit by one of those. Might survive a AP round, but I doubt it. I don't know what the Yak-9s are made out of. I think they're all wood construction. Not wood, metal construction. It looks like it, at least. Yeah, I can kind of see like screws and stuff there on the glare from the sun. So I fly back over and then, you know, decide to go back down in. Get stuck in the action, as the English would say. And I try to find that Ostwind, and he is right there. But then I was like, hey, look, a panther, it's sitting there. But he's already dead, so pretty much 2 wasted shots right there. Should have got out after the first one, he was dead. Now, my team got pretty much steamrolled on the ground. Without us from air support, I think we would have lost this game horribly. Basically right now, because as you see, we only have 3 vehicles on the ground, and I think they have 6 or 8. 3 of us in the air as well, so that's always good. Me and the Hellcat doing ground attack, and I think we have a Tu-4 right now, too. Which that Tu-4 is a very, very good pilot. And you can see Skype there being stupid. Nope, we have another F6F. Oh, yeah, what that dude does is hilarious. And, whatever that was that I just shot, you can't see because of the Skype thing. The Ostwind, that's what it was. He burnt to death. I guess he either ran out of fire extinguishers or doesn't have one. Poor guy. I hate not having fire. I really wish I'd give you fire extinguishers right off the bat. Same with parts. And I missed that shot. That would have been a nice shot into the side armor of that Yak-9T. Probably would have hit ammo and ammo racked him, to be honest with you. Save German ammo racks today, because they're everywhere on the side of their vehicles. At the very least, it would have gone in and hit the loader more than likely, so kind of screwed up his shot after that, I guess. And here we see a tiger. I think that's what that is. Yeah, it's a tiger. So I put a shot into... No, it's a panther. Put a shot into the back of his turret. Didn't seem to do much. Just got hit. And then 2 into his engine deck, which for some reason did not pin. And then there's another Ostwind, or a variable Wind right there. I do believe that's an Ostwind, though. So what I do is I come back in. He's focused on my friend there, so I'm going to put in some shots. 1, 2, 3 into his engine deck. No fire, and getting a little bit froggy there on the fly in me. Can't really help that. These Russian fighters are very maneuverable. No, they don't roll very well, but I don't know. They seem to roll enough, if you know what I'm saying. You know, they seem to just come in clutch at those moments like that, where my Hellcat would have hit a tree. Then, you know, still going after his AAA piece, and I am 2 cannons left. 2 cannon rounds. And, yeah. So, found him. He's dead. And that dude in the Hellcat, the premium one, kinda ate shit right there and hit a building. But, you know, what can you do, huh? He's still got a couple kills with those tiny Tims that the thing can carry, so he'll be back up in a ground vehicle, I do believe. Very soon, unless he goes out in another plane. I can't remember. Yeah, it's funny, right now I can't hear any of the audio from this game. For some reason, whenever I record narrations, it's just like, hey, you don't get to hear anything. Push on to Yak-9T, he's already dead, so I'm down to 1 cannon round. So you know what I do? I find me a nice nashorn, and I goofed the shot. If that hill wasn't there, that shell would have hit. But you know, stupid me, always gotta shoot that ground though. But the good thing about the nashorn is that it's an open top TD, so these 50 cals that I have can go right into there and kill his crew members. So I look for him, there he is. Engine's idle right now, gotta keep that speed down while I make a strafing run. First couple shots miss, now they keep going thin. So I get a critical hit thinking I knocked out his gunner, and well, that's not what happened. Yeah. Gustavo, I even say it in chat, that dude, that was a really, really good shot. I cannot get mad at that one. Though he has a bush tank, so I can't get mad at that. But so, cool thing is that since, you know, I play this game semi-often, I get all of those, backup vehicles I think are useless until they actually come into play. So I get up in another Yak-9T. And, yeah, my friend there in the squad is now in the Havoc. Sorry about that little jitter. I don't even know what that was, to be honest with you. But, yeah. Sorry, My voice isn't doing too well right now for some reason. Don't know why. Don't ask questions. As you just saw, I think we have 4 people left on the team. 2 of us in the air and 2 of us on the ground. I tell my guys that there's an astronaut on the left side of the city for us, but it doesn't matter. I think our only actual tank was just taken out by that Yak-9T SU-100. No, we have an M4 Sherman. Never mind. I lied. Hey, sorry about those jitters. I seriously have no idea what those are from. I don't even know why I have the KV-2 in this lineup. I seriously have not driven that thing in 3 months. And my friend in the Havoc there, he ate shit again. I think he hit another building. He really likes to hit those buildings, man. But I wasn't going to dive down and help out this Sherman until I saw that he was behind the Yak-9T, so I didn't really need to help out. I dived down and I'm like, eh, poop. And then, yeah, he's already dead, so it doesn't even matter. So I do is I fly in low, in case there's any AAA. Oh, my friend in my squad got back up in a charioteer. Why are you jittering so much? Video? Alright, whatever though. So, here we go, back in on this NASA one that got me earlier. Boom. Bang, bang, bang. He's done. Alright, so, what I do is I circle back around, go back up for altitude. You always need altitude in these. I noticed that our Sherman is, or charioteer and Sherman, I do believe, are being stupid and shooting across the lake at panthers and tigers, so, you know, that's not very good. Tu-2 right there, diving down in there. That Tu-2 is a lifesaver, by the way. So, yeah, he comes in, does a bomb run on that Panther G, doesn't hit though, or he hit them, I don't think he killed him. So, take a shot at that tiger, miss horribly, because I'm just bad shot, I guess. And then I tip her back over and dive back down on him. Good way to take out tigers, hit their engines. Same with panthers. Actually, really any vehicle if you're attacking with a cannon-armed plane. Right there, catch him on fire, go down below the cliff there in case he gets gun on, and then straight back up so he can't beat his gun can't beat my climb. That's what I'm going for here. So if you notice, I leave that panther alone. I know the tiger is probably the biggest threat, especially if I have to get back down there on the ground, which, by the way, happens. But yeah, he's the biggest threat right now, so I put another one to his side right there, boom, catch him on fire. Even though I did not get the critical hit message, he is on fire again, and I don't think he has a fire extinguisher, so he's pretty much done. So I go back up, tip her back over, going back in for another run on that tiger, until, you know, they're doing the Tu-2 here. Okay, tiger's not on fire anymore, I kinda lied there, but start putting in some long-range shots. Catch him on fire again, so now he is actually a fire extinguisher, so he is done. Tu-2 tried another strike on that Panther G in the cap, didn't really work out. Panthers and tigers are shooting me with their machine guns, they're missing horribly. Tiger 1 is down, that is my 7th kill for the game, I think my 3rd air-to-ground kill. So, or 4th, something like that. So here we go, start putting shells into the engine deck of that Panther. My 3rd shot went wide, hit the cupola of the Panther and went through, killing the commander. And maybe the gunner and loader. I don't know exactly. But Tu-2 coming in, dropping bomb. And those 2 are down. Or that 1-2 is down. So now what I do is I go hunting again. As you do. And right here I see another tiger, I think that is. Yeah, tiger. So I bounce off the roof, bounce off the sides, or bounce, bounce, bounce. Or track, track, track. I couldn't tell which ones. But unless you're coming in from a flat angle, that tiger's gonna bounce these 37s off the side. Unless you go through the roof of the side. And then I see this Yak-9T, or whatever that is. Yeah, Yak-9T. I see him, start putting shots into him. Somehow, those 3 shots that hit the engine deck from straight 90 degrees did not kill him, but whatever. And here we have another Ostwind. God, they had a lot of these, and they were getting really annoying. So put one in there. I don't know, maybe take out the gunner and stuff like that. But now I'm out of cannon. And if I had more cannon, he probably would be dead. So I know that these 50 cal could probably pin that turret. The turret on the Ostwinds and the variable Vins are not very thick, so I can do that. I really hate the camera sometimes too. And I start putting shots in. Somehow, even though I'm hitting the roof, basically, I'm going straight through the top, nobody dies, so I get taken out there by the Ostwind. And now I'm back up into T-34-85, not the D-5T, the normal T-34-85 has APCR, which I'm going to need for Panthers and Tigers, and, well, not really for Tigers, but the front can be kind of iffy sometimes, so I always fire APCR at them. And also Yak Panthers, so, especially Yak Panthers, they're really thick front. Now, if you notice, instead of driving straight down the hill, I kind of turn a bit and start heading off to this dude's right, my left. Kind of hoping to flank him, but then I noticed that he's not focused on me, he's focused on the M15, and I know how War Thunder players are, they get tunnel vision really fast. And that shot right there I could have taken, but it would have bounced, giving away my position, and I probably would have not have had this game go as well as it did. So here he is. I was gonna put one to the side here, but I was like, come on, turn more, perpendicular. Boom, right through the ammo rack. These APHE rounds from these Russian guns are great, especially the German ones too. Now, I could not save this M15 sadly, but I do track the Yak Panther once. And then to completely immobilize and keep him from traversing, I take out his other track. And then I start to go around his right flank, which I don't know if this guy just did not see me at all or if he's not a good player, but he doesn't know where I am. After tracking him twice, and I think I saw his gun point towards me, he did not see me at all. My chair is clicking. Stop that chair. But yeah, so somehow he gets his tracks up really fast, and you know, I'm not stupid. I put one right into his engine, keeping him immobile. Now back up there thinking that there's gonna probably... I tried to combine probably and gonna be right there. That there's probably gonna be somebody on that hill over there, so I back up a bit, try to get some concealment, and I put one right into the side of that Yak Panther, killing all of the crew. And I notice that there's still somebody in the cap. So I go down this way. Don't want to come straight from where that Yak Panther was, they're probably going to be expecting that, so I'm going to go straight down this way. Down this street, checking out buildings and stuff like that, making sure there's nobody around the corners, waiting to shoot me. And this was so lucky, I feel so bad for his Panther, you're about to see what happens, but if you look, I turn, he bounces off my front. And since he's side on to me, I can go straight through, hit that crew, kill everybody but the bow gunner, who was pretty badly wounded. He probably lost like an arm. Poor guy. But yeah, I feel so bad for that Panther G. That dude, that was the dude who survived the 2 bombs from that TU2 as well. So that dude, he was probably happy, you know, hey look, I survived some explosions from a TU2, and then bounces off the front of a T-34. Like one of the easiest things of this tier to pen, and he bounces off of it. I would have rage quit right there if that was me. I would have just quit, Jade out of my vehicle, and gone back to the hangar and, I don't know, went and played World of Warships or something. Boat game, as I call it. But now that that's done, I don't sit and recap B. I know it's pretty pointless. It'll take forever, and I don't really need to deal with that. So what I do is I head back through the city, trying to go for Alpha, try to cap it out on them. After knowing that that Panther's probably going to respawn as well, so I need to keep my eyes open for him. And I don't know if there's anybody else in the city, so if you look, I'm scanning for targets all the time. Pro tip right there, for ground forces, RB, always scan. Always, always, always scan. Never get tunnel vision. You fire, get back a bit, look around you. You go back into your sight, fire, bring it back out, fire. And for some reason, you know, invisible brick wall right there stopped me. That was stupid. But, so we go down this way. I know they're not going to expect me to come through here. They're probably going to expect me to come down through Main Street. So I went this way. And I see a friendly Ostwind firing. I think this is the dude who killed me. So I put one right there. Take out his gunner. That shell went straight through without going off, which kind of made me mad, but whatever. And I kind of, you know, guesstimate my shot again. Right through the track, through the road wheel, through the side of the tank, and killing the rest of the crew. That was pretty stupid if you ask me. I would have been really mad if I was that awesome. Or variable vent, sorry, it was a variable vent. It's hard to tell them apart from, you know, hull, because they are the same hull. Now, Kugel Blitz right there. I hate Kugels, so, you know, always gotta kill them. So we put one right there, take out his turret crew. I think he knows that he's boned, so he's just not even moving. He's gonna give me the kill. Actually, I am a wreck him, which is funny. And then we just keep on trucking. Now, you remember where I said this TU2 is a lifesaver? Well, you're about to see how. So, I'm sitting here camping, not looking to my left at all. And he takes out an Osvin. You know where the Osvin was? Behind me. That Osvin could have killed me if I wasn't, you know, looking there. He could have easily gotten up behind me, taken out my engine, and then gone through the back of my turret. So, I'm really grateful at doing the TU2. What's his name? I can't even read that. But yeah, TU2 guy, you're the real MVP. Eric Zio tournament or something like that. And, well, that's basically the end of this match. So, what I do is I sit here, they end up getting an ME410 up, and he shoots at me a bit, drops some bombs, I evade bombs and shoot at him a bit. That's basically what happened. So, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time.